Gah. Gah. Hello. Welcome. Welcome back, y'all. It's good to have you here. What? Dark Steel with the $5! Huge! I haven't said anything yet. I just greeted you. You know, Dark Steel. I don't know why, but I just don't care to read that one. Anyways, thanks for the $5. Y'all, welcome back. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good day today. I have no Pelican mind use a sham. I have something to say. First, stop. You're being loud. All right. I spent 4 hours today doing one simple task on this map, and it worked. And I'm not gonna be able to keep it, but it worked. Okay, it worked, and I'm happy about it. Okay, I feel like I'm losing my mind, okay? I banged my head against a wall so hard that my head went through the drywall, through the electrical wiring, through all of the insulation, and then out to the outside of my home. That's the kind of task I was working on today. And you want to know what? It worked. And that's a good thing, because that means we're going to be able to play this very soon on the next playtest. But there is a problem. There's actually a major problem, and I can't believe I haven't brought it to y'all's attention. It's true, he banged his head on the wall so hard he discovered my hiding place. I know, I got a glimpse of Skaboodly. It was horrifying. It was like encountering an SCP that breached containment, and I was like, ah, ah, and I ran away. Demon! Thanks for the $5, man. Appreciate it. Drake, help. This club has gotten too out of hand. Someone wrote a song for the club. Okay, did they write a song, or did they tell an AI to write a song? Because, no offense, but that's a huge difference. I've told you I'm in your walls, like, what, 40 times? Listen, it's one thing to hear about something. It's another thing to live and experience it, okay? It was horrifying. I don't know if I'll be the same person after the end of it. Hold on, I'm sipping coffee. That's why I chase tornadoes, okay? It's because I want to experience it. Nice gaming chair? Thanks. It's pretty badass. Yo, what's happening? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what's happening. Come with me. So it might look like the map looks kind of nice, right? But I have to be honest with you, okay? I have to be honest. It's an illusion. The thing that my character, that me, who is really me in this chair, is staring at right now, behind you, the viewer looking through this camera, it's not great, okay? They what? My bank sent a notification while you were saying that. I said, your mom. What was I actually saying? I forgot now. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna take a sip of this coffee, then I'll just show you. It's naked. I'm sorry, I didn't want to have to show it to you like this, but it's true. It's naked. But there's a reason for this, okay? There's a reason. I was running a dastardly experiment. A very, very dastardly experiment. Okay. Does anything besides the fact that it's naked seem out of the ordinary? Let me answer that for you, okay? Let me answer that for you. The answer is no. There is nothing out of the ordinary. Because, look at that. Do you see it? Do you see it? There's a giant, enormous split down the middle of the map. I split the entire outer area into 2 pieces. The whole thing. Do you see that? Do you see it? Do you know how painful that was to actually pull off? Like, don't get me wrong. It's not like I accomplished some grand feat. But really I did. But why? I'll tell you why. So that the map will see this on a technical level. This is what I want the map to see on a technical level. This is one area. This is its own area with its own resources and its own light mapping and its own stuff. And then this is its own separate area with its own light mapping and its own data and its own resources. I literally just took this massive section of the map and split it. I split it away, and then I made a perfect conjoined area so that you will never, as the player, ever even know there was a split here. It's so perfect there isn't even a visual seam, because I used one of Bungie's cursed tricks to force permanent shading down onto the terrain. And look, even these areas still work with their light mapping in this new setup. Everything works. Now, admittedly, yes, I did completely remove, like, a major amount of structures in the meantime, but I can always add them back. It's really easy to do. I need to learn how to do that. It's what's stopping me working on my brains. I will happily show you this. I think it's an extremely important thing for anybody who wants to make maps. Because, I mean, what happens when you make a map so big that your light mapping starts to get blurry and crappy? Like, after a certain point, you have to split your map into different pieces. It's a hard requirement. Now, that said, I wish I could tell you guys in full honesty, okay? Yo, Demon, thanks for the 2. Appreciate it. You said, did they write it or did they... Oh, yeah, I said, did they write... I said, no offense, but there's a major difference. I have to know. Did they actually write you a song? Or did they AI generate a song? Because those are 2 very different things. I would love to hear the song, but I just... You know, I have a lot of, like, musically talented friends. They probably AI generated? Okay. I mean, that's still cool. I'm not trying to take away any of the thunder. It's cool as fuck to have your own song, but, like, for the sake of my musically literate friends. What the fuck? There's no beam tower anymore. Okay, well, there is good news, I suppose. I can actually increase the poly count of the terrain around here with a little slider. It's looking a little chunky right now. It's not supposed to be quite this chunky. Add the Statue of Liberty? I don't think I will. To show you the power of flex tape, I cut this map in half. No, for real though, I actually cut the map in half, and stitching it back together was extremely painful. Like, you literally can't even see the seam. It's actually flawless. And I memorized the technique to do it, and I'll fucking do it again. Now, before... This is supposed to be like a final step, by the way. This split is like what I do when I'm ready and finalized with the map and I'm going to export it. However, we're not done. We're not done. Because I did this just to make sure it was possible, and it is, and I'm really happy. Why do I not reply to you? Motherfucker, you said chronic diarrhea disorder, add Kendrick Lamar to the map, and you're asking why I didn't respond to you? Respond to this dick, okay? Get better. Do better. Joe, thanks for the $2 tip. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Stream is the big lag on my side because of people visiting. I don't think I can watch. So I saw Skaboodly enter chat. Possible new Mega Grizzly model. Well, I'll let Skaboodly talk about that. Actually, Skaboodly messaged me and said some very interesting things. But, you know, I ain't about to air Skaboodly's really cool shit that he's talking about on stream without him doing it on his own. I think Skaboodly should talk about it if he wants to. But, you know, maybe, possibly. Skaboodly do be doing really cool shit on the regular, you know. He do be flexing his talents. Rejected Rockboy always responds to me. True, Bjorno. True. Okay. Help me, guys. Help me. Please help me. Yo! Ricatelier with the fiver! Thank you. Much appreciated. Ow, it's you. Thank you. This is your first super chat ever on YouTube, man. Why'd you send me a fiver? Thank you, though. I appreciate it. Can I find my wife and kids on this map now after they left me? Yes, but the good news is, yes, you can. The bad news is they're at the bottom of that pit right there, which is very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. However, I have good news to top that off with, which is that I am also building on top of that pit right now. So that's a positive twist, positive turn of events. Darksteel, thanks for the fiver, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. You said, okay, I could be extremely omega wrong, but would more light maps be loading at once just make more overloading issues for huge grass? No. The good news is no, because I can reduce the size of each light map individually. So I can basically get the exact same light map resolution, or I can reduce it separately. The main issue with this is that I'm doing one enormous giga light map for all of this, and what that does is it basically forces the hand of the light mapper to generate a higher quality one. So by reducing everything into separate pieces, it actually ends up being more optimized. It's very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, no, Skaboodley's burnout has been unfortunate. So it's very sad. But we all stand Skaboodley here, so it's fine. It's fine. That waterworks structure in that cave tickled my pickle. I understand. It also do be tickling my pickling, so I get it. You know, I get it. That said, we are now going to work on that structure. Well, actually, we're not working on the structure specifically. We need to make this cave better. I hate to be the guy to say it, but man, this cave sucks right now. It's really gross and I don't like it, maybe even at all. Not a fan. Not a huge fan. It's not looking awesome. It's kind of really ugly. It's also really dark. So the main issue I have with the cave, I had that one Halo 2 cave map. You're talking about Waterworks, and not to worry, we already have the entire structure of Waterworks, and I painstakingly recreated the majority of it. Wait, are any of these? No, they're not. Why isn't this one rendering? Because of its question mark symbol? I want you to render in the game. Alright, anyway. So, long and short of it is, I want to make a really great cave here, but I currently think the cave sucks, and we just need to improve it, to be honest. Everything's just kind of messy in here. It doesn't feel great. There doesn't feel like there's a lot of purpose to it. There's not a whole lot of cohesion to the entire area, and I want your guys' help when it comes to making this a little bit better, because all I can think of right now to do is to reorganize the way that these kind of cliffs here work. Probably need some stalagmites and stalactites. I agree. Stalagmites and stalactites would go hard, and I think that would help a lot. I think one major thing I need to do is just redo the entire structure of the side here, because these little... It's a nice thought that there's these little areas up here that kind of lead down, you know, you can drop yourself into the cave like so and all that, but what are you to do here? And also, you can't really enter the cave through here. You can only exit the cave through here, because even though they're not on the map right now, there's those bridges. So, I just need to think of some interesting stuff to actually add in here. Like a giant version of the Blood Gulch cave? Sorta, kinda. So here's what's interesting about this cave. One thing that's very interesting to note. If you stand in the cave and you look straight, you may notice the fact that the cave goes downwards. It's at a slope, right? So you are actually in the cave at a bit of a disadvantage to anybody looking up and out. You have an entire attacking force coming through here, and then you have your whatever going on here where you're defending, right? Because they have the high ground. You don't have the high ground. Exactly. Everybody coming in here has the high ground, which means I should be building this entire thing very defensively. Very, very defensively. Have it dip and then come back up a little bit? Wait, did you notice me? I'm noticing. Are Reach mods coming back? Did you see the Reach Scarab tags recently released? I did not see the Reach Scarab tags recently released. That's very cool. I wanna look at that in a second. I'd love to do some Reach modding soon, to be honest. It'd be a blast. It'd be an absolute blast. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let me check the Halo mod server. If somebody did release a Reach Scarab tag recently, I want to know about it, dude. I love... You guys know me. I fucking love Scarabs so much. Scarabs. I mean, there's been a Halo 3 Scarab for a long while. Oh, is it the anti-air Scarab? It adds the missing animations? What? What missing animations? I want to... What? Check under resources in Discord? What? Just adds the animations that were cold in Reach, brought back from Halo 3. Oh! Yeah. It makes the... Oh, that's cool. You know what? It's been a long time since I've seen the Halo Reach Scarab doing Halo 3 stuff, but with the Halo Reach aesthetic. Actually, there's something about the Halo Reach Scarab that I think is kind of cool. Like, yeah, it's the same model, but I like the Reach aesthetic a little bit. You know, it's got like the white glow instead of the green. Holy shit, that thing fires fast. No, that's cool. I mean, somebody already brought the entire Halo 3-esque Scarab into the game, but I think it's kind of cool to see it with like the Reach shaders, you know? It's kind of cool. It's not just a ported Halo 3 model. No, I shouldn't say just, because it was even harder to do that, but, you know. Anyway, my little Spartan is very small over there. He's a very small, sad guy. And he needs some cool Forerunner structures to make this look defensive. So, I want to do that. I want to do that now, actually. So let's turn on dynamic topology here. And I'm so open to hearing any of your guys' ideas for some great ideas for this. I personally think the cave is really bad right now, and it is so desperately in need of some love and attention. So I'm going to try at least just smoothing out the terrain here a little bit. It's rough, man. It's rough. Delta Halo for inspiration? Possibly. What I'm thinking this needs quite badly at the moment is defensive fortifications, like walls and things. Almost like Forerunner sandbags. Add door singular. I don't know if there's a door big enough for this, unfortunately. But I'm gonna try smoothing out some of these bits here. Hopefully it'll help. This is in desperate need of some smoothing. Maybe not too much smoothing, but the terrain just kind of awkward. Until I add some walls, it feels a bit awkward, that's all. Halo 2 snow map. Oh, you're talking about the one with the big gates that, like, you can open and close. That one's cool. What if it was hastily fortified with some UNSC stuff, like the crash landing sheltered in the game? You know, that's a really good idea. I think it's a cool idea. Though I'm not sure what UNSC structures are big enough to, like, fortify an entire cave of this size. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I could just completely get... Whoa, what the fuck is going on here? Decimated the shit out of that. Made some ugly-ass vertices in the process. Anyway, though. ODST artillery barriers. I was thinking about those, Soul. Those are the first ones that came to mind, because I actually have them in my editing kit, but they are very small compared to this cave. You know those plumbers you hired the other week to investigate the weird noises coming from your crawl space? You forgot to read their follow-up attachment I sent you. And what? What the fuck? Is this why the plumbers never came to collect the bill? Did you kill them? Skaboodly, what the fuck, man? Brother! What the fuck? I thought, like, I just got lucky. I was like, oh, guess the plumbers aren't gonna charge me. Bro, did you kill them? Is this from their camera that they used to peek through? Fine. Skaboodly doesn't live in my walls. He can't hurt me. It's actually completely fine. Okay, I need to rethink this cave, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I think I just don't like this cave layout at all. I think it's about time it just gets better. The side things with the doors are a fun idea, but the entire layout of this is bad. It's just bad. I think it needs symmetry. I suppose the symmetry isn't really the biggest issue. I don't think. I'm just gonna talk out loud for a minute. You guys feel free to bring up any points. This just helps me to understand what I'm doing. These upper areas are relatively useless. There's not a whole lot of purpose to them, and they need to be either improved or removed. Yo, Blood Gold, thanks for the 5 gifted memberships, dude. Thank you so much. Dude, you've been gifting like 5 memberships every stream for the past while. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Guys, be like Babel. If you got a gifted membership from Blood Gold, be sure to thank them. That's super cool. Super, super cool. Appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Let's go. Of course, Shotgun. I have not heard Shotgun Fam yet, but probably better than Shoddy Squad, which I've been kind of rolling with on Discord for a while. Put some light vehicles in hills, spawns and such. I don't put too much, but I mean, that is a good idea. That's a really steep slope right here. You see that? This is a very, very steep slope. I feel I should probably reduce that in size. Also got to cut into this a little bit, right? Can't have that being too... Whoa. Being too crazy. Like this entire thing. Do you notice how like it ramps upwards here? Unnecessary. This needs to be cut down like substantially. More cutting, more cutting, more cutting, and then smooth it out to try and bring everything level. The whole layout of this has just been messy. Very, very messy. Now that feels a little better. Not nearly as much of a slope going up that way. It increases the height of this wall here, which is really nice, while simultaneously making the terrain more actually feasible to interact with. It's very nice. Idea for the Citadel? Add an entrance on the backside below it like an elevator? I mean, I could, if I want to, though. Only reason is that the entire backside of the Citadel is shoved directly into the wall back here. It's not loaded in the map right now. We'll get it in there in a minute, but yeah, it's not even loaded in there. See, I'm already feeling this though. Like even this just as a quick and dirty change here, pretty nice. Okay, but that said, I still have my UV seams and my materials and things. We didn't spontaneously lose them this time. Speaking of which, I'm gonna save this just in case. Idea: add a shield to the main cave door that can only be activated and deactivated from inside Waterworks. You know, that's actually a pretty good idea. I like that. Don't give me Magnum Opus for Eldorado MCC. Well, I don't know about that, but it would be nice. I hope people can really love and appreciate this map after all the work I've put into it over so much time now. It sure would be nice. It's a good thought. I will certainly hope for that up until the day this new version of the map releases. Alright, I think that's a pretty nice. Pretty nice. I could probably smooth it out here a little bit too, you know. Look at that. There we go. That's pretty good. Okay, what this does need right here, though, is like a kind of a rocky bit that goes. Oh, I got it. I got it. Okay. Well, let me fix this side up because it's also horrendously ugly. But I think what I'm gonna do, just to like illustrate it quickly, I think I'm gonna have big like rocky walls kind of on either side of this, and that will be the defense. It'll be like a natural defense almost, and then it'll be like just big outcroppings, and that will restrict the flow of larger vehicles on the ground here. At the same time, it'll very nicely provide a lot of defense for anybody who's in the structure. I think that'll be really great. Yo, Ethan, thanks for the 5. Appreciate that very, very much. Thank you so much. Maybe a chasm with an activatable bridge big enough for vehicles from the defender side, then add side passage bypass for infantry to attack. Not a bad idea. Although, you got to keep in mind, this is so big, you can have a Lich come through here. So flying vehicles are also on the list of things to consider that can come in here. Perhaps I can add like large stalactites that'll make it really difficult for flying vehicles in that case. This is going to have to be a heavily defensible position. I like that though. The chasm, like maybe if it was like through here or something. You know what I mean? Like just it connects to the cave that's already there. Cuts all the way through and then it's like ground vehicles have to cross that way. What if you just place the Lich floating over the cave hole? Lich floating over the cave hole. Oh. You mean instead of having a structure, there's just a Lich floating there? Wait, the shield prevents large vehicles and large air vehicles from entering. Good point, actually. Players can walk through, but vehicles will bounce right off. That sounds really Oh my god, wait. Hear me out, you guys. Hear me out. I like this idea. Babel's like so on point with this. Imagine there's a giant shield door right here. Your vehicles cannot get in. You then have to go on foot here and walk through, okay? So none of your vehicles are useful in this area. So you're like, oh shit, I gotta go in here and fight on foot now. However, we'll have like one power vehicle that actually spawns inside of here. So the only vehicle that is even able on this point will be the vehicle that already spawns here. So whoever basically gets here first and takes the vehicle that pre-spawns in this area is the only person who's going to have the vehicle superiority advantage. Everyone else is going to be practically forced on foot because there's not going to be any way to get through the giant barrier. I really like that idea, like a lot. That's so cool. That's such a great idea. What vehicle could survive the CE fuel rod, though? Not yours. Then can you also disable the shield from the inside? I think that would be a good idea, to have it be able to be toggled off. I do like the idea. I'll have to see specifically what it is that makes that possible on like the one-way shield doors. It's Reach that has the one-way shield doors, right? I see why you want the CE fuel rod in 3. Looks fucking awesome. I'm glad you think so. I love this thing. It's so fun to use. Still lacking an overheat animation, but it's one of my favorite weapons like ever. It's so cool. Reach is only one way, but even 3 has infantry shields? Okay, yeah. As in 3 has the shields that don't like vehicles? Okay, good. Good. I just wanted to double check that. Can you look at the front of the fuel rod? Looks like it was missing earlier. Yeah, I still have been a little bit lazy, admittedly. I haven't gone through and patched up the hole on the front of the fuel rod. There's a hole right here, and a hole up here. And there's technically another one in the back, but I'll be honest, I don't know if anyone's ever going to notice that one. I'll fill it up anyway, but yeah, I got a little bit more to do. I also kind of want to touch up the bottom. When you melee, you can kind of see it's a little bit messy down there. It's got a little bit of weirdness going on. But yeah, I do want to clean it up a little bit more, and I will be cleaning it up a little bit more. Lap a Hornet or a Falcon there? A Falcon would go pretty hard in here, to be honest. I think that's what I might do then. I think. Okay, in that case, I'm going to start building some of the terrain to reflect that. I think this is like a major improvement right here. The terrain here looks way more interesting. So that's already awesome. Then over here, dude, this is the difference, okay? I know this isn't like groundbreaking, but like that with like literal cover and things that you can hide behind versus block square. What was I even thinking that this was even marginally acceptable? Literally making another map in your map. Yeah, I mean, you could, if you wanted to, you could literally just only forge on this part of the map, and then there you go. That's your map. Yo, Modded Gamer, thanks for the $2 tip. I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. I'm pretty sure all the DLC maps for 3 have the shield doors and walls. Maybe that's... I could have sworn they were in 3, but there was a part of me that wasn't sure if it was like maybe just a reach thing as well. But okay, that's really good to know. Very, very good to know. Man, this whole area is going to have to be lowered as well. Got a bit of a problem here. I have to like actually lower the entire zone here. Okay, this whole section needs to be like just pulled the hell down. Like it's crazy. I need to level it out. Add a little bit back to there, but even this, like, just get this pulled down already. My goodness. Okay, that's a lot better. That is a lot better. That said, it would be a little nicer. Is it possible to make a nuke EMP disable shield doors for a time? Probably. Yeah. Probably do it. Like, I know of a way to do it. Every time I've done it, it's always been kind of cursed. But hey, sometimes the cursed solutions are the best solutions. Okay, let's pull this up a touch. There we go. The terrain fits a lot better there. Nice. Okay, but let me save. We're gonna get a chance to check out all the new weapons coming to my mod. They'll be open source once I put my first level out because I love the Halo modding community. I loved. Oh yeah, wait, you did send them to me, Metallica. Yeah, your weapons look awesome. They look so awesome. I would. It's actually gonna be really great to have those, just like for any modder who's making like content, really in any of the Halo games. Hi Weasel, what are you doing down there? Okay, my triangular hills are not looking very awesome. Female brutes too? What does that mean? What does that mean? Open my map for the first time since Christmas. I was hope for it. Brains, you were working on the... No, it wasn't you that was working on standoff. That was Darksteel? We can get reject to us. That will be awesome. I don't know what you're talking about. Colossal Canyon? Oh! Like the proper Colossal Canyon. Man, that would be great. Colossal Canyon was so fun, it ended up being like a huge inspiration for me doing like Huge Grass the way that it is now, and like Extinction and stuff. God, I loved playing on that map so much. You were like the first person who like fully realized like a crazy large map. It was awesome. Hi, Weasel. Oh, my sweet kitty. Guys, you have to appreciate Weasel as I do. You must. Oh, look at the kitty. Hello, Weasel. Hello. We're taking a short 60-second Weasel break. She needs to know that she is an important sweet kitty cat. Yes, you do, my sweet girl. You call her Weasel now? Yes, this is Weasel. It started as a pet name. Her name was Clover because she was born on St. Patrick's Day. And I called her that for a while, but then I just started calling her Weasel. She's all acted very weaselly. And then I just stopped calling her Clover, so now she's just a Weasel. Only it's possible to add NPCs to that. It is possible. It is definitely possible. Weasel the goat? Weasel the cat, actually. Oh, you're so sweet, girl. You're so sweet. Got a little eye booger. Let me get that for you. There we go. Alright. Weasel time is always a good time, but it's modding time. Okay. Big mountain. Big mountain. Proceeds to mod everywhere. Yeah. That's me. Weasel, stop licking random chairs. It makes an annoying noise. Please, Weasel, understand my suffering. Okay, I like these little small cliff-type barricades. They're pretty cool. I like it. I like it. Surprisingly, most of the UVs have fared pretty well. Huh. I mean, obviously I have to clean them up a bit, but not bad. Not bad. Alright, next up. Do I add more terrain structures to this? Or... Okay, what are we doing today? We are finishing up huge grass. I'm working on the cave to see if I can't make it, like, actually not terrible. Because right now it's really terrible. Also, I spent 4 hours today learning how to split huge grass without causing any errors, and it worked really great. Look at that giant line. You see that line right there? That splits the map into 2 giant outdoor pieces. It actually fucking worked, and you literally can't even see the seam. Also, the good news about that, you won't be able to see the seam on this mountain anymore either. I figured out a way to just completely get rid of the seams, even though there is a literal giant cut going through it. I'm just gonna permanently bake in the shading once I get the final stuff. Why are triangles better for rendering in games? Math. Because triangles are the simplest shape that you can possibly render in an, I mean, what is the smallest shape that can make, like, a solid face? It's a triangle. Like, you can do 1 point and that's just a dot. You can do 2 points and then you have a line, but if you add a third line, you get a triangle, and then you can actually put, you know, you can build stuff out of triangles, and triangles are the simplest polygon that you can build stuff out of for any purpose. So it's really efficient to just take a bunch of triangles and build stuff out of them. If it was just a really thick line, well, then it wouldn't be a line anymore. Somebody didn't pay attention in geometry. It was me. I didn't pay attention in geometry. I got a D. Is Dorito blowing back up? It did for a little bit there, and hopefully it will again once I start making a bunch of content on it. I'm planning to release this for El Dorito quite soon. And then, should everything go well, it will literally detonate, explode violently. In a good way. Hopefully. Soon, yeah. Yeah. They really advertise it in fear of being nuked by Microsoft? Yeah. I mean, I'll risk it. Fuck it. I feel like triangles are better. Is that the most basic mathematical 3D shape? Exactly. I mean, I feel like I did say that for the record. Can't go lower than a triangle. All geometry resolves itself to a series of triangles in game engine. Exactly. You literally cannot do better than a triangle when it comes to rendering simple polygons. To construct things out of it is quite literally the simplest shape. Check the shot. Good. Me for real. Ugh. All right, let's clean some of this stuff up here. It's a little messy on the side. I left it a little messy. It's what I do. Just known to make such a mess. All right, now I'm going to clean this up in vertex edit mode. That's fine. We can leave a little. Well, let's pull that out a little, smooth it. Okay. I kind of like this is dented and like a little ugly. It's pretty cool. But if this is to be part of the wall, no, you know what the wall. No, I do like that it pulls out a little bit shape-wise like that. I think. I just have to pull it this way. The reason you want to model in quads as a 3D artist is because you quads allow you to quickly and easily add and edit or remove. But yeah, quads are just like cleaner to work with. However, like Scoobily says, basically you work with quads, you export with triangles because every quad is just 2 triangles at the end of the day. Boodly. If anybody would be the right person to inform y'all on what makes for good 3D models and the like, it would be Scoobly. My man's is literally a AAA professional 3D artist. Basically model in quads, develop game and tries. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're going to be exporting a model anyway, it's not going to export in quads. It's going to turn it into triangles. Because everything needs to be rendered as triangles at the end of the day. Quads is just a workflow. You're really working in triangles. You're not fooling anyone. I know you're still working in triangles. Just call it whatever you want. How did the rocket launcher go? Pretty good. I made good progress on it. And then out of nowhere, this guy, Skaboodly Doodle, was like, hey man, I think I want to make the rocket launcher. And I was like, shit! Skaboodly's way better at 3D modeling than I am. So, now I'm just not making the rocket launcher. Your mic is a bit quieter than normal? Is it? It's possible I hit the gain. No, the gain's pretty high. Fun workflow fact, at 343, we would always keep the quadrified mesh and would move the mesh to Maya, triangulate it, export it, and immediately undo the triangulation so we keep quads. What? Why? What is the point of that? I literally do not know the point of that. What purpose did that serve? If you're gonna unquad it anyways, was there like one part of the process that just needed it to be triangulated? That was not automated or something? I'm so confused. That just sounds unnecessary. I mean, like, I'm not a professional, right? Like, I mean, technically I'm professional because I do, like, models and stuff for money, but I'm not, like, a fucking really good modeler by any means, so that is just very confusing to me. Okay, these rocks are very pointy, and that's so great and grand and cool, but they need to be, like, figured out a little bit nicer. They are very clearly messy triangulations. Smooth, I think a smooth line out of it, at least, or a less jagged one anyway. It's a little nicer. Still a little jagged, still a little rocky. Low poly, decent. What about over here? Are we still looking good? Looking pretty good there. There we go. That's pretty good. Looking pretty good. Hey, yo! UNSC with the 3rd super chat ever and a 20 bomb at that. Holy hell. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. God damn. He said, I had El Dorito a while back, but scared off by the Microsoft cease and desist. How does one go about getting it these days? Want to do modded multiplayer? Look up the El Dorito launcher. It's just a public page on GitHub that anybody can snag. And you can play. I don't know how many players are online these days because there hasn't been any advertising, but it's really fun, and if you can get in a server, you'll have an absolute blast. Highly recommend it. But thank you for that 20. That's crazy. And I was supposed to have this mod done a long time ago, but then my perfectionist discovered the mod. My inner perfectionist looked at this mod and went, hey man, you've been pretty lazy on a whole lot of this mod. You could add a whole lot more. What's with you? And yeah, now here we are. So unfortunately this is not on the El Dorito server browser yet, but it will be soon. God, I hope soon. Curious with the being based, are you loosely basing it on Waterworks or making a lot of it based on it? I'm just loosely basing it on it. I wanted a cave, and everybody recommended the Waterworks structure, and I thought it was a good idea. Completely missed to explain things. I read up, I explained the Maya try workflow. We triangulate before texture baking. Maya triangulates models the exact same way every time. Oh, if you export a quad mesh, bake it, and then have to change something, it won't triangulate the same way. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. There are a few antivirus false positive hoops to jump through to play El Dorito. Not anymore. It's all taken care of. There should be 0 false positive, excuse me, with El Dorito. Devs got all that stuff figured out. There's no more spooky virus. The new update, 0.7.1, seems to have fixed that, as far as I can tell anyway. That's good, yeah. Very good, to be honest. Like, who wants to download a game that could, like, spooks you and says it could be a virus? I blame Microsoft for being... I mean, I also blame old people who forced Microsoft to treat everyone like babies with their antivirus, but still, I don't want to be treated like a fucking little baby. I can be intelligent enough on my own computer to not give myself a stupid virus. Hopefully. Fingers crossed that I don't, like, jinx it. Alright, now that I'm a little bit happier with the terrain, I'm gonna fix a bunch of this. I gotta fix my seams. Guys, I spent hours the other day marking seams. It was the most painful thing of all time. Damn, at 2Night with the $15 tip. Thank you so much. Shit. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Said randomly coming to your stream to tip only to dip almost immediately afterwards has become like a monthly ritual for me. Sad I don't have the time to watch as I did when the maid stream was a thing, but I still want to support the grind. Well, thank you. You know, obviously, I am very appreciative of it. It's like, it is what it is. I don't know. Thank you very much. You don't have, you know, to stay or nothing, but it's really cool. Thank you. Unfortunately, the mainstream content hasn't been as lucrative. Like, first stream, I mean. Listen, if I can bring you back at tonight, I'll bring back the maid streams for you. But no, really, I appreciate that. Thank you. Halo modders and archivists are the best. We so are. You're so right. I'm not biased. Bring back the flood. I read that as food and I was like, damn, I didn't realize I took somebody's meal. That's fucked up. So a Jirul, Hanai, and an Ungoy walk into a bar. Clearly you don't walk into bars because you just called them Jirul, Hanai, and Ungoys instead of Groots and Brunts. Groot? What the fuck did I just say, dude? Brutes and Grunts. Fuck, dude. Such a tongue twister to even pronounce those names. Smelling... Does anyone else smell burning toast right now? Fuck. Guys, you literally can't make fun of me when that person just said Jirul, Hanai, and Ungoy. Unironically, okay? You cannot make fun of me. There's way easier shit to make fun of in this moment, okay? Come on. Dude, I swear to God. There's no winning with you people! There's no winning! Rejected. When or how adding playable guns? You're so funny. You're so freaking funny. Think you can just make fun of me on the internet, huh? Think you just make fun of me on the fucking internet? Is this just a joke to you? You laughing? Oh, wait. Oh. Alright, I gotta redo the UVs here in a sec. But first, let me make sure I assign everything right. Okay, looking pretty good. We're gonna have to redo all the UVs again, which is not a big deal because I haven't painted a single goddamn thing. Oh wait, actually, hold up. I gotta turn this into a cliff rock structure. Very blocky. It's like some Minecraft rocks, but whatever. Okay, should be good. I select that. There we go. Okay, so that's cliff. Good. Actually, is that good? I can like reorient a lot of this now. You know, I'll do like that. Let's do that. Yeah, it's a little better. Hey! Talca! The 2! Appreciate that, thank you. Okay, me kit bash a brute head and arms on grunt bod. Please do that and immediately send me a picture. Thank you. Oh, I was clearing sharps, not seams. Whoopsies. There we go. A wee bit better, innit? Yeah, alright. Okay. Yeah. Nah, you know what? I think it should go like that. I think the grass should be here. Go all the way down and in there. I think it looks cooler like that. I can just block it off there. Yeah, that's cool. That's pretty cool. And over here, do I do the same thing? Nah, I think it's good like that. The rocks kind of... Well... Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so then that becomes cliff, and that becomes grass. Okay, much better. Much, much better. Everyone probably already knows this, but Halo 3 ODST was originally going to be a DLC, and then became its own whole game. Yeah. It is known. It is known. Although, I will say, out of all the Halo games, ODST is the one I have seen the least cut content for by far. I actually can't even think of a single piece of ODST cut content, if I'm being honest. I got a Halo game you can think of with less cut content. Fireteam Raven. That's cheating. Fireteam Raven has, like, only a few custom assets. The vast majority of those assets were pulled from Reach. And, like, CE Anniversary. I don't think that kind of game really can have too much. They removed the BR in Halo 3 ODST. Well, that was... But the BR existed already. If there was... There's not, like, a special, like... cut version of the BR that was like ODST exclusive. It was just, it would have been the Halo 3 BR. That's all. They just didn't add it. They didn't want it in the sandbox. I feel like it's very different. Okay. Oh, right. There was one thing I needed to fix, which was this, dude. This has been driving me crazy. This whole face right here. Flip. It's been backwards forever. The entire structure face right here was flipped the wrong way for the longest time, and it was spitting out tons of errors. Now it's fixed. Okay, I want to put this in the game now. However, obviously, the map currently is like split into pieces where I don't need to keep this split. This was a proof of concept, so I'm just going to get rid of the split. Okay, it took a long time to get it, but I'm going to get rid of it. And I'm going to import the entire thing, but I'm only going to import certain things, right? I'm going to import Waterworks, but I'm not going to import, say, complicated stuff like the Covenant landing pad, the human bases. I'm not going to import any of the trees or any of the rocks. I don't need the gondolas. I don't need the citadel. I don't need any of the unique structures down below. I don't need platforms. I don't need the ring bases. I don't need the wall bases. I don't even need the teleramps. Fuck it, dude. It's just going to be the map with Waterworks. That's all I want. So we're going to get that. It'll import really, really fast. So add Halo 3... we don't want to export hidden geometry, and we'll bring it to huge grass ED. That stands for El Dorito. Alright, so that should export like way, way quicker. There we go. It's already done. Now we can import it in like 2 seconds. Make a protogen mantis variant. I don't even know what protogen means. No clue. Don't know what you're... I don't know what the fuck a protogen is. Prototype... something? Have you considered adding the mitochondria? Ah, yes. The mitochondria. One of my favorite things. The powerhouse of the cell. Indeed quite powerful. Google protogen? Nope. I don't think I will. Assembly extension is hilarious. Something about .ass gives me a chuckle. Well, do you know about the poops? There's .asses, but we also have the poops. Robot furry, which by that... Oh, wait, I think I've seen that, like, in VR at some point. I think I know what that is. Rodell has a protogem body pillow. Yeah, totally. You know me. Super big robot furry. Is the shield door for the Waterworks cave still a go? Yeah, I'm still loving the idea, yeah. Oh, I accidentally did, like, I forgot, like, 3 things I needed to do before actually putting it in the game. What the fuck, man? Okay, 1 would be shading everything back to smooth. 2 would be actually unwrapping the materials properly. Okay, there's very clearly a seam here, though, so why isn't it unwrapping this as a separate area? Oh, it is. Oh, I was looking at the whole citadel structure here. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. But the cave, oh god, yeah, the cave actually just, like, scrunches in on itself pretty badly. That is not what that's supposed to look like. Hmm. Well, I'll worry about that later. It's not super important that I get the UVs right. It just needs some UVs, period, slay. Okay, there we go. Cliffs are now UV generated. Let's get this shit back in game again. I'm so happy. So happy that I can just UV at any time. I'm at a point in the map where I can just redo the UVs and not give a shit. Like, yes, I know I still have a bunch of texture painting ahead of me, but that's really only like an hour or 2. It's not that bad. This structure, by the way, looks terrible. No offense to the Waterworks enjoyers, but dude, it looks like ass. That needs to be stopped. I need to get this looking way better. Like, for real, I know Halo 2 was a much-loved game, but Jesus Christ, what the fuck? It looks so blocky. It's starting to look like an open world. Unfortunately, the hard cap is 16, and there's not really anything I can do about that. But, you know, maybe one day. Maybe one day. And I really just love the look of the stanchion. Just holding it, it just looks and feels right. What a great gun. Stop making it look like huge ass? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Mod El Dorito to bypass the evil 16 player count, as that's totally easy. Surely, yeah. Doesn't El Dorito already have an upgraded version of the Waterworks structure? No, Waterworks has never been recreated to my knowledge. Oh no! Oh, I forgot to export with portals. I'm dumb. No portals. There we go. Waterworks? Yeah, we've known that for 200,000 years. I hate it here, man. I hate it here. These motherfuckers. See, this is what I'm talking about. When you guys, like, shit on 343 here in chat, and you're like, what do you think, Rejected? 343 sucks, right? It's exactly what Skaboodly said. He said, it's been really tough. All the people I got to work with were wonderful, and can 100% verify that they want the exact things as the community, but our hands are tied constantly. That's why you can't be mad at 343 employees, dude. You can't be mad at 343, like, as a company. You gotta get mad mad at the management if you're gonna be mad at anyone related to anything. Because, man, it's always their fault. You really think a company that makes Halo games doesn't want to make a good Halo game? Like, yeah, their hands are tied. That's it. Period. Oh, we're in. And it looks, I mean, it looks kind of ugly to be honest. But hey, it's not that bad. With a little bit of tweaks to the UV maps and textures and stuff, this could actually look half decent. Get some lights in here and stuff. It wouldn't be that bad. I'm pretty okay with this. I mean, it still doesn't solve the issue of the outside bits looking kind of terrible, but, you know, be like that. Speaking of which, where are they? It's, oh, you guys can't see. I'm looking for platforms. There we go. We got our platforms back. I don't know if I like these structures, but they're here to stay, so. Yeah, this is pretty cool. 2004 textures. I know, these are really blurry. The UVs need to be a lot higher in, like, size and scale. What? Why is that grass? Hold on. I'm noticing a lot of, like, small things I need to end up tweaking. For example, that. What the fuck, man? Okay, that's better. Really gotta control the decimation. Stuff like that shouldn't happen. Not grass, it's moss. That's moss. Wait. This moss uses like a detail noise map that was used in Halo 2 for like a ton of stuff. Interesting. Okay, but anyway, this stuff right here, it's looking better, right? This is definitely an improvement. But there needs to be some structures and things throughout here that will bring some life to all this. Call me crazy, but the Guardian Circle platform thing here, though. Guardian Circle. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Where would it go, though? Why do you know about that texture? Because Halo 2 used that for, like, everything. Like, all of the... It was a detail map, I think, that was used on, like, anything rusty or forerunnery. And you can see the same exact pattern in the moss here. All that. It's just kind of like... It's kind of rounded. I don't think that was, like, a part of the photograph or whatever was used for this texture. Halo 2 footsteps are so calming. They really are. They really, genuinely are. That's not how that... Hold on. Look at this. I've been trying really hard to make sure that this right here does not end up being a super steep and awful thing. But it's super steep and awful. It doesn't look that bad here. But in-game, it's really bad. Oh man, look how steep that is. That's terrible. Like, walk here, and it's like you're going up a 45-degree angle. That's awful. One day I'll spill a tea and dispel rumors and add my 2 cents, but honestly that's way less productive than me just making mods and give the community something positive. True. I like that attitude, and I think more people could learn from that. Though it definitely wouldn't hurt to get some of those rumors dispelled. But then again, you're really asking for a whole lot of unwanted attention should you decide to do that. Consider making a plasma caster? It was one of the considerations before I made the fuel rod. Oh. 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 But now that the fuel rod's here, don't really have much of a desire to do anything with it. That said, though, I am now very excited because I think this cave is decent, you know? I don't love it, it's not perfect, but it's better. Before I decide to be like, hey man, I think the cave is done. We have hours and hours left in this stream. Hours and hours. So, what could we do to improve this? As far as forerunnery structure-y bits, as far as Lights. I'm thinking the ceiling could do with some big Forerunner lights. Or, alternatively, there's a giant hole in the ground here. But then again, that would kind of remove the entire, like, giant Forerunner gate. Remove the grass and make it rock. Oh, this won't be grass. What I'm gonna do, there's not really too much point in doing it, but it's gonna be this in here. It's gonna be all dirt, basically. Grassy dirt, but dirt. I'll have some like patches of grass and some of like the shiny rocky stuff, but yeah, the texture itself just needs to be painted later on. And for the most part, it's going to be like this. I'll add a little bit of grass every once in a while, and a little bit of this like wet rocky texture that's used kind of like for shorelines. I'll just kind of paint them together, melt them so they look decent. But yeah, it's going to be all rocky and cavey in here. How do you do that? Well, you can only do it on certain textures that are known as certain shaders that are known as terrain shaders in Halo. A lot of the campaign levels and multiplayer levels will use terrain shaders for their ground, and terrain shaders actually include like 3 to 4 different textures that use a red, green, blue alpha map to let you paint on them, and that's what all of Huge Grass uses for its textures. Although now they're all broken because I redid everything, but yeah. Damn, Sea Boots with the 12 months. Thanks a ton. There's an absolute ton for a year of continued support. I really appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. What if the Avalanche Man Cannons in map? Well, I'm definitely still open to Avalanche Man Cannons. I think it'd be really cool. Our textures, they're broken. They are. I just don't know where I'd put the Avalanche Man Cannons right now, to be honest with you, but... Wait, why is this... How is it rendering, but also... What? You know what? Not even gonna question it. I don't know where I'd put the Avalanche Man Cannons. It could be fun to have them in here, actually. Imagine. They just, like, launch you all the way over here into the center or something. Or maybe you could have Avalanche Man Cannons on, like, right here on the rocks, and they, like, launch you up there. That'd be fun. Hey, what are you getting mad at, huh? What are you doing? You being needy? The weasel is being needy. Waterfall coming out of the ceiling with a walkable pit of water in the back with an entrance to another base structure. No, that's too much. It's more. Stalactites. Le Calvaire. Oh, perfect. Like Picasso with my painting skills. Le Calvaire. Look at that. Excellent job. For those of you guys who, for whoever was in chat that said my painting never saves, you actually have to, like, click save here and then insert that saved. Then you have to, like, import that bitmap that you save using the bitmaps command, and then you have to go into the shader that you're actually using on your terrain, and then you have to hook up that bitmap that you just imported there. That's why it's not... That way it's... If I click off of this... It will go away. I just lost all that painting. Now I would have to restart. But I'm not painting yet, not for a while. Normal Waterworks base at the back of the cave. They're pretty small and cool. I don't think so. There's not really much of a point to it. We already have this structure here, and it digs into the ground. I'm just going to keep this as it is. I like it. I'm not going to add any major structures besides this in the cave, so this do be how it is. That makes sense? Yeah, no problem. Not making your own textures? No, I'm just going to use what's in the game already. There's an incredible variety of textures. I mean, obviously I do make my own textures every once in a while, but it's extremely rare. There's rarely a need for it. Okay, I'm going to use the restroom super fast. I will be right back when I use this break to brainstorm. There we go. Okay, just a moment. The chair warmer's here. We're done. I start jorking it. I hate it. I hate it. You all disgust me. Okay, for real though, I'm gonna think for a second. I didn't have any great ideas come to mind. All I did was I got into the bathroom, I looked in the mirror, and I went, damn, this guy's so good looking. Oh my god. And then I walked back out. Definitely gotta reduce the capacity of the fuel rod. I'm just gonna nerf its damage. This is how it's supposed to be firing, but it does too much damage to make it totally viable, so... You can fire like 5 as a burst, and then after that you're shit out of luck. Then you have to like wait. Or maybe I won't do that. As long as it's a 2-shot kill, I'll be happy. Now then. We got some mapping to do. The real talk for real, no cap. That this cave needs to not get scrombled. Straight up, this cave will not be scrombled. I will not stand for it. But when you think to yourself, oh, perhaps it should be scrombled, innit? You're fucking wrong. You sicken me. I'm going to unscromble any scrombling you think this cave might need. I will not stand for it. Alright, let's go back. I gotta just shade flat for a second and fix a little bit of stuff that was just not ideal. For example, this area, which needs to be smoothed so unbelievably heavily. It's an extremely high angle here. Like, comically so. And it still kinda is, but I can make it okay and acceptable by pulling some of these high-angled bits, oops, up. What's going on? Hey, Lucifer, good to see you. I am, you know, doing cave stuff. This will hopefully be the last day of cave stuff, like, for real. I am... No offense to all you cave lovers who have been asking for caves in my maps forever, but man, I've been doing this for way too long now. I am caved out. I am ready to move on from the cave content. Like, I really am, man. No more caves, please. This is the last one for a while. And I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna go work on, like, Extinction or Cold Snap or something after this. And it's just gonna be all caves. Should make an Osama bin Laden Easter egg? Man, it is not 2004. That is not culturally relevant at all anymore. Also, I would somehow get canceled on Twitter for that. I'm not sure how yet, but that feels like it would be cancelable. Somebody would get extremely upset with me for that one. No, we would support you. You guys would be my angry reverse Twitter mob. I appreciate that. Okay, okay. It seems I am to make a better judgment on these seams. Clear them. We will now unwrap the grass. Does it appear any better? Oh my god, it does not, dude. This is the texture for the cave. So you're looking at this, you're like, okay, this is like the Citadel. Alright, the grass texture is going to apply pretty good to this. And then you're like, okay, what about the cave? That's the grass. It's going to be like one blade of grass covers the entire ground floor texture. I have made a terrible mistake. Let's try this. Again. That actually looks pretty decent. I think that should be a little bit better. Why is there grass in a cave? It's not actually grass. It's the same texture that's used for the grass, but I can paint on top of this material because this is a terrain material. I've already done this earlier, but long and short of it is, it's not only grass, it's also the underneath part of a tree, and it's also this dirt material, and it's also this shiny wet mud material. I can just paint whatever I want on it. Because I can do whatever it is I want, and you can't stop me. Shiny, it's wet. Okay. It's so wet. Yeah, alright, this looks pretty good though. I'm gonna try exporting this real quick. See what kind of results. We get out of this. My goodness. Okay, export. How much bigger does it get by adding those two bridges and then forcing the cave's geometry to be at full quality? Only 1 megabyte of difference? Are you for real? God damn. That is so worth it. Alright, this should look... So all of this stuff that looks like ass here should be substantially improved in a moment. And don't get me wrong, okay? We still need to add rocks and stuff inside the cave. Cool cave rocks. All over the place. But as for like the base geometry, it should end up looking a lot cleaner and nicer than this. Was gonna say Halo lightsaber would be cool, and then realized we kind of got one. That is true. We do have one. You know, they used to call the lightsabers before Star Wars came out laser swords. And in Halo we have energy swords, so that's pretty cool. These random trees. I don't think any trees are going to be in the cave. I think I'm going to make the cave very cavey and rocky. And also slightly cavey, but somewhat rocky too. The cave is consuming your mind, RJ. Wrong! It is simply untrue. A dense rainforest cave? I mean, I could make, like, grassy patches in the cave, I suppose. It would be kind of nice if it was mossy. Come on, come on! I want to see if this UV mapping looks better. Just finish loading, please! Red deep fried nuts? No, I have not, but that, like, peanuts would be pretty good. Oh! I was sitting here waiting for a really long-ass time, and I made a critical error in judgment, and that was to not have re-enabled my portals. Oops. Let's try that again. That's gonna add, that's gonna be real taxing. Ooh, added kilobytes. Whole kilobytes. So the whole map, as it stands now, where there's no structures, it's just the terrain, and it's this cave, about 107,000 triangles, which is pretty crazy. Like, you guys, I know y'all are like, damn, Rejected's map is so low poly, but at the same time, like, dog, this map is fucking huge. Of course it's low poly. It has to be. To support this size, I'd be crazy. I also decided, though, the way that I've kind of encased this structure here, I mean, you can see it here in the editor. Oh, man, I realized I forgot. So I just pulled this whole thing out like that. And problem is, because I made it so large, you kind of like, it blocks out other structures behind it. So I'm gonna have to make like a very like encased, closed in, nice version of that to like close up this terrain, because it's kind of obnoxious that it like blocks portal stuff behind it. Okay. That does look a lot better. Everything's blocky because I accidentally did, you know, left it shaded smooth, but it is pretty good. Pretty dang good. Alright, let's unshade smooth on that. Shade, or, yeah, shade smooth on it. And go in here. Let's re-UV the cliffs. Re-UV the grass. And now we can actually export, and then we'll be able to properly see if this looks decent. You know, you guys get to be the judge of that, because you're watching and you can tell me. I'd rather low poly fun versus unplayable. Yeah, I mean, hey, maybe on my next map I can just be very high poly on every structure, and I'm just going to be so good at splitting stuff into BSPs that it's not going to matter. Also, I know there's a lot of Halo Reach lovers, a lot of Halo Reach enjoyers, but I think my next map that I make is going to be Extinction, but it's going to be Extinction in Halo 3. I'm sorry to disappoint you. I don't want to disappoint you, but I think because El Dorito has a server browser... Now, I'm not going to say it's a for sure thing. It really is highly dependent on how much traction Huge Grass gets on the El Dorito server browser. But even if it's not that much, there's still no better place to play these maps and these mods than the El Dorito server browser, so chances are it's going to be there. Halo 3 gets too much love from all angles. Well, if you like Halo 3, that's the best thing ever. What kind of aesthetic are you thinking of giving it in Halo 3? You know, I haven't decided yet, but I had an idea earlier when I was showering to make a list of all the Halo 3 aesthetics, like the sand trap aesthetic, the snowbound snowy aesthetic, the high ground kind of savanna rocky aesthetic, you know, the grassy aesthetic, which I probably won't go with because Huge Grass already has it, but there's so many. The Guardian aesthetic, where it's kind of like a dank swamp. The Flood aesthetic, yeah, the Flood aesthetic is also one. There's just so many in Halo 3. There's such a variety. There's the jungle aesthetic as well. There's the Arc-type desert aesthetic, which is less foggy and dense than the Sand Trap one. There's the Final Mission snow aesthetic. There's the Final Mission destroyed Halo Ring snowy aesthetic. Dude, there's so many in Halo 3. It's like not even funny. It's crazy. No, we only want UNSC bases like Infinite. Ah, my mistake. I can't wait to see Cold Snap in Halo 3. You know, I think I might take snow aesthetic off the table for Extinction. Just because I want to make sure that Cold Snap is, in fact, a snowy map. Whenever I do get around to building Cold Snap. No shadows in the cave? No, I'm re-importing the... Oh, I did it again. No, I haven't built light maps for anything yet. The whole map did have light maps earlier today before stream, but I got into this whole process of splitting the outside into its own stuff, and it ended up working, and so we didn't have any light maps, but there will be soon. That said, I'm going to have to spend a decent amount of time testing out light maps on the cave, which is going to kind of sort of be annoying, but, you know, fuck it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this cave, I'm gonna literally rip it out, or like this whole side of the map, and I'm gonna rip it out and put it on its own map, and then so that way I can test light mapping on it without having to light map all this other shit. Reskin Huge Grass to Desert, boom, Huge Sand. I think it would actually be so cool if Extinction took place in a desert. The main problem that I have with the desert aesthetic is that I there's not really any great decorators and things like trees and rocks to spam around. Like, I could, yes, just do giant dead pine trees or the little tiny dead trees that are all over the arc. I don't know. I mean, I basically could do the same thing. Huge new Mombasa. Now, there's an idea. Just look at the terrain between Utah and Arizona. It's a vibe. That's true. But I could also do, like, the high ground aesthetic. I thought Extinction with, like, the high ground coagulation type aesthetic would be cool. Huge snow. Well, the snow aesthetic I want to save for Cold Snap. Oh, yeah. It's still, like, a noticeable scene, but it's a lot better. A lot better. Oh, that's why it looked weird. Okay, yeah, let me select that and remove it from decimate, add it to temp. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that weird bit right there where it gets a little stretched. Just fixed that, so that's good. It looks good in here, though. My main complaint is definitely with these rocks here. They're at such a low scale that I think I might need a cave interior separate material that's not using the same material as out here, because these materials for the rocks are tiled at a scale that's good for enormous cliffs, very bad for up close viewing here. Like, you can see those pixels on some of the textures that's used on this material. So I'm sure it'll look better with the lighting baked. That's important to point out. Put some kind of foreigner ramp in there and call it a day. Yeah, that's true. Let me try driving around in here a little bit. I want to get a feel for this structure. A little bit tough to drive in. What power vehicle do you think you'll put inside the cave for defenders? I was thinking like a scorpion or a goshawk. Nothing too crazy. Or maybe like a falcon. A falcon would go pretty hard, actually. Perhaps like a falcon right here would be pretty slick. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Like, this would actually be a really great spot for a falcon. Oh, why is all of that still in there? I thought I deleted all those. Oh, I still need to add water in there. Keep forgetting to add it. Yeah, falcon would be pretty cool to have here. You could own the entire interior here with your falcon and just like tear up everything. The Hornet is banned in huge grass? Yeah, it is. The falcon is its replacement, and it's also still really good. This is falcon territory. You do not fuck with the falcon in here. The falcon is literally so good in this area. It's not even funny. What about the vulture? I'm going to be adding back the vulture. As soon as I can get this back and import it into El Dorado, and I can ensure that it's no longer overloading, I am adding the vulture back. That said, the vulture most definitely will not be in the MCC version of this. The MCC version of this, unfortunately, is just not going to have as much vehicles. There's literally nothing I can do about that. MCC just overloads way faster than El Dorado does for some reason. Hornet would be fine if it was rebalanced. I mean, the Hornet Light, the one that's on Avalanche in Halo 3, the snowy map, the Snow Hornet, that one is a lot better balanced. For real, a lot better. They removed its rockets and reduced the amount of damage that the main guns on it did. Could the Vulture be the power vehicle in the cave? I don't think the Vulture would be very good in this game. I think the Falcon's a much better vehicle. Feed El Dorito's source code to GPT and have it optimized. So true. Except the source code is not available. Okay. There's something very important that needs to be done now. Rocks. We need to add rocks to this cave. Let's add some rocks. Need to add one rock. The same one rock that has always been added. Is my message? Oh, oh, it wasn't a super chat. I just assumed it was a super chat out of habit because everybody gets mad when I miss those. Oh, what was it? Can you type it again? I do be placing rocks. Kind of an annoyance for me personally while I'm streaming to like scroll all the way up through the chat just because of one message. I posted some pictures of some weapons I'm working on Halo 4 in the stream chat. Oh, cool. I'll check them out. Thanks for letting me know. Dude, if Bungie can place 1,000 of these rocks, I can too, and I don't care what anybody says. Posting while working kills motivation. A very true sentiment. If you're posting something, do not post it halfway through. You'll get all the dopamine from showing it off without having to finish it. It's like releasing a game in early access, even though you have no reason to release it in early access. You get the money early, which then de-incentivizes you to finish the project. Unless you're really, really confident you can finish it. More than likely, you're probably just killing your passion. "7 days to die." That game still gets updates, doesn't it? I thought I got updated a shit ton. I played that when the early access very first came out, and it was like, it's a completely different game now. That was back in like 2012, 2013, to be fair. The golden age of zombie early access games. Okay, these rocks look pretty good. Let's try putting this in game and see how it looks. Though, I think I'll just be taking these rocks into the game for now. And not any of the others. Alright. Very nice. Let's put it in here. Is it possible to link a teleporter to a vehicle? Dunno. I've actually never tried that. Kind of doubt it, but I can't see why it's not possible. In theory. Rejected as another YouTube channel, PC-centric? I do not. Though I do often wish I had another channel that I actually uploaded on. Halo 2 Scarab, but its balls shrink the longer you shoot the beam. The Halo 2 Scarab does not have balls. What? What? A vehicle that shoots a beam that teleports you into the air would be funny. You could do that. Somebody made a mod in Reach a long while back where they, like, could teleport around the map by spawning in teleporters through a vehicle. And I totally copied the idea and got it working and proved to myself anyway that it totally was possible and it wasn't just like a gimmick. Gotta love the one rock on the Covenant. Look, I promise you that one rock is gonna make this cave look so much better. Just wait. I'm just gonna keep staring at this cave right here until it imports. I promise it's gonna look so much better. One rock is all it takes. If Bungie can do it, I can too. You are the rock guy? God damn it. Is that rock from Halo 3? Yeah, it's ripped from the Covenant. It's the same rock that Bungie copied and pasted like 40,000 times on the Covenant. And I also copied and pasted it 40,000 times on my map. Alright, here goes. What difference can one rock make? A big one, dude. A really big difference. That's a crazy huge difference. I need to add more, I think. You rock, bro. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. There should be like some rocks over here for sure. This needs to be a very rocky cave. This cave rocks. There's a distinct lack of dirt in the cave. Yeah. Here, I'll fix it. Hold on. I'm not gonna actually save it. Just to prove for the third time this stream that there will be dirt in the dirt cave. It'll look like this, alright? This is gonna be the cave. And then it's gonna have a little bit of grass here and there. And it's gonna have a little bit of like other stone stuff, and it's gonna all look very nice together, and everyone will be happy, and they'll get married and they'll kiss a lot. But yeah, cave. Ooh. Too much dirt? I know. I know! I'll break it up and make it look nicer. But before that, I gotta say, the rocks do be doing work. A lot of work, even. I'm an appreciator of these rocks. You gonna add water to the pits below the waterworks structure? Yes. I'm gonna add water right down in there. Gonna look very cool. Everyone will be really happy and say, what a nice rocky area it is. Hidden underground area with hidden exterior, boss with flood. One day, maybe. Maybe. Not today, but one day. I can add water? Yes. I just answered that. Why did I answer it a second time? I'm having a schizophrenic breakdown, that's why. Been a long time coming. Do I add more rocks? I felt it was pretty good without more rocks, but maybe like one or two. One or two more. Could go kind of crazy. Like if I took another huge one, I put it over here. And had it like peek out of the ground. I flip that like that though. Yeah. See, that's pretty good. Just a big old rock. Big one. Take this one, move it up here, scale it down a little. Probably could scale it on the y-axis like that, make it a little thick. Just shove it in the wall right there. I could do quite a bit with this actually. I should probably put another rock up here, to be honest. Wow. There's one thing that this also needs, which is a... Be sure to like the stream to support this man. True, Cascuda. Very, very true. You guys are enjoying the stream. Do be sure to leave a like. It helps a lot. Makes the stream nicer. Better, even. It improves the algorithm. It makes YouTube go, hey, people are really liking this stream. Something pretty awesome must have just happened. I think I'm going to recommend this stream to more YouTube users on the platform right now. And then it does, and it's pretty cool. Halo 3 rock. Admire the Halo 3 rock. Enjoy the Halo 3 rock. I'm going to do something brave. I'm going to take this rock. I'm going to move it upwards. I'm going to shrink it down. And I'm going to put this in the middle of the ground right here. There's just going to be a small rock. And then, secondary to this small rock, I will rotate this, move it upwards, and scale it up, and there will be a medium rock. And that will split up the space. And then wait, last but not least, all the way over here in the background. Rotated, scaled, and then rotated again is another rock. But it'll be so far in the ground you'll barely notice it. But it's there, and it adds detail. Just realized your Discord profile background is your Halo 3 Spartan T-posing? Yes, it is. That's a real animation that I put actual effort into. Can you believe it? Alright, that's a perfect amount of rocks. It's extremely rock dense in this area. More so than anywhere else on the map by far. And I think that's plenty fine. I have 17 rocks just in the cave. Holy shit. Okay. That's fine. Can you use any of the tree trunks from Guardian? I could, but I won't. I have more than enough rocks here. I should probably delete some, to be honest. It's a lot of rocks. But if I need to delete some in the future, I will. For now, it's fine. Rock emote looks like the Halo 3 one. I'm a little disturbed by the fact that it really does look like the Halo 3 one. I don't know how I feel about that. Me personally, I think it's fucked up. Roots could be good. The roots would go kind of hard, yeah. The Waterworks pipes that stick through the ground look desperate to be used as some kind of cover. You didn't have to say it like that, first of all. But this looks so much better. I like it here. It's a good cave. Add 2 rocks that you can snipe from? I mean, there's these big top areas over here. Unfortunately, there's not really any way to get up here, and you don't get a major advantage to going up here, but... It is a place that exists on the map. So there's that. Have you seen the NVIDIA RTX Remix AI thing where you tell it what to do and it can remake textures for older games and add path tracing? Yeah, I don't know if it remakes the textures. I wouldn't be surprised if AI upscaled them. But yeah, the path tracing is really nice. You have to set it up like per game engine. I hope somebody does it for Halo. I know somebody was trying it for Halo 1, but Halo 1 like lacked a lot of textures. So everything was super shiny. It could definitely be done for Halo 2 and Halo 3, which would be a lot of fun to see. It literally changes textures based on your description. Oh, that's dope. Yeah, the RTX Remix isn't magic, but it might as well be for a lot of stuff. I would love to try RTX Remix on... Oh, here we go. New rocks, new rocks! Here. For all of you who wanted cover for a little human, there's now this slightly awkward looking rock that's just stood there. Yeah, this is a much better looking cave now. Those rocks went crazy on adding a lot of the detail that this was missing. I think this looks pretty good. I am happy with these rocks. Now, what I'm not happy with is the fact that when I bake lighting on here, it's all going to be pitch black. I need all of this to be good lighting. It said man cannons on the Forerunner Highway outside the cave that launch you on top of the opposite cliff. That would actually be pretty useful. You just go like, wow, and it sends you flying all the way up here. And then once you're up here, well, I'm not sure what you'd be doing, but you could do something probably. All right. As far as lights go in this cave, I'm going to need some pretty fancy ones. Some big... Why not punch some holes in the ceiling? I could. That's totally a possibility. I've been considering it, too. It would be like the ultimate light source if there was just a big hole in the ceiling, like, right here or something. No, actually, the problem with punching a hole in the ceiling is that there's no direct sunlight that hits here. The closest the direct sunlight gets is, like, all the way over here. Like, this whole area is dark. The direct lighting would be like pretty dark and wouldn't add that much from here. What about those wall lights from C? Yeah, that's what I'm starting to consider now. What is that geometry? Oh, interesting. What a satisfying shape. That makes my brain feel weirdly happy. I don't know what's going on there. Glowing crystals or something? I think, like, glowing crystals or bioluminescence that you guys are talking about would be pretty cool. But I think just basic Forerunner lights is also a good move here. Glowing flood things, yeah. That could work. But I don't think I'm going to floodify this cave. It's just going to be like a drippy Forerunner cave. Also, totally forgot about this. But this whole area in here is absolutely going to have a nice aesthetic as far as, like, sound goes. It's going to be very echoey. And it's not going to sound like the outdoor area at all. It's going to have, like, a nice vibe to it. It's also very foggy in here when you're actually in here with lights baked. Hopefully not too dark, not too foggy, but yeah. I've got Gojira with his fins permanently lit up as a light source. I'm not sure about that one. Okay, I want to test lights, which means I am going to do that, I guess. Here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to save this as an entirely new map. I'm going to call it Huge Grass Cave Test New. And I'm going to delete pretty much everything. Like, for the most part, the entire map is going to be completely destroyed. This is... not going to include this. We will delete all of those. Now we have our cave test new. I'm also going to delete a diagonal waterworks pipes that can act as a catwalk, maybe? Perhaps. I'm going to need a second here. Let me take all of the sky and delete that for a moment. This needs to get deleted. These get deleted, these get deleted, the water gets deleted. That gets deleted. What are these? Oh, those get deleted too. So all that we're left with now is like the Waterworks stuff. Let me take this too. The seam, we delete that. I'll fill this in and triangulate it. Add that to the huge cliff material. That's all fine and dandy. I actually don't need these either. These will just take more time when baking light. Roswell's the right idea. What did they say? Great Journey stuff could work. Yeah, I think a lot of Great Journey stuff is I'm considering it. I think it would be pretty cool. Okay, so there's my cave. I'm gonna slice this really heavily. All of this is gonna go away. So here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna grab a plane. Like that. We're gonna rotate it 90 degrees. Drag it to about there. Probably get closer, actually. We don't need pretty much anything outside the cave, so right here's fine. I guess I'll add the sky back really quickly. Go here to add it to sky. Okay, sorry. Distraction. Brain distraction. I'm going to close all of that. So what I'll do now is I add a Boolean modifier to cut the map into pieces. What did I just do? Okay. Add the Boolean modifier. Use this as the slicer. And then, yeah, it'll cut the map super cleanly. Apply it. Delete the slicer. Then I grab this. And I just literally fill it like that. Add a plus sky material to it. Triangulate it because I don't need to do any fancy stuff to it. There we go. Now, all the map has is all this geometry plus this stuff down here. And then, yeah, should be good. This should make it... This is still way too much stuff that I don't need here. Like, honestly, do I just do only the cave? Ah, it's so tempting. It's so tempting to not do, like, all of this. You know what? I have a solution to my problem. I'll whoa, okay, maybe I can't do that much decimation. We can do like that much decimation. Really just chunk that shit down. It's not decimating anything on the inside. Oh, I guess it's decimating this part of the cave too. Hold on, let me grab that, remove it from the decimate. Now my decimation won't touch anything inside the cave. Save for this random part inside the cave for some reason. Oh, it's the outside. That's fine. Can decimate it down pretty low. Delete these because they're totally unnecessary. Anyway, the reason I'm doing all this, if it wasn't obvious to you already by the way I'm cutting everything out, I'm just going to light map this. I need light maps. The reason I'm adding this area here is just so the shadows are accurate to what's happening outside the cave. Oh, I can't decimate it too much or else that happens. There. Yeah, that way if I decided to like do a hole in the ceiling or something, you know, I could see what's going on there. But I suppose it would have been just fine to only do the cave. Okay, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do in retrospect. This is just going to add way too much time to it, so separate that. Delete all of this. Remove the... Well, there's really no reason to decimate this. That is not all that dense. We'll just remove the decimate modifier completely. And I'll take this and this, extrude, scale Y 0, fill it. Go back 1, set it to the sky material. It's already flipped appropriately. Perfection. Then I just take this face, triangulate it, and we're good. Perfect. None of this will be calculated in lighting because that's all the sky. So, long story short, this will now only bake the cave. Is this the magic for splitting BSPs? This is not the magic for splitting BSPs. This is the magic for me only having to light bake this stuff and nothing else. That way I can actually light bake on stream without doing the entire outside portion of huge grass, which is very, very convenient. So let's export this as an ass. It'll be huge grass, cave test, new. I should export in like 2 seconds. There we go. Now I'm going to make an entirely new map for this. Actually, no, I don't need to do an entirely new map for this. What am I saying? I have a map perfectly set up for this, which is my huge grass cave test that I was using for my other cave. Whoops. I can literally just re-import it here, and it'll work great. In fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Although my light test does need the shaders. I don't think I have any of the shaders from huge grass that I need here. Ooh, the bug is occurring. Alright. Oh, I can't paste anyway. Makes it completely pointless. Wow, 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 wow. Tags, levels. I'm going to need a Soyuz for this. I'm going to do it all through a Soyuz. Alright, so we go tags, levels, multi, huge grass remaster. We're going to take that whole shaders folder. We're going to go into the cave test here. We're going to drop the shaders folder in here, replace all files. That gives us all the new stuff. Now here's what's going to happen. I'm going to import and light the entire level on, I'll do low lighting, because I should be able to get away with that, even on stream, right? We'll go levels, multi, just cave test structure ass, so that'll import that and bring it in. The last thing I'm going to do is make sure that's on a really low resolution, because I don't feel like baking a super high res light map right now. Surely someone's making an external tool to bake lighting quicker, if only. But no, that's definitely not happening. No lights make cave pitch black, encourage flashlight traversal. Yeah, it's not that bad. Oh, it's at 256? Fuck it, dude. That's perfect for lighting on the fly. Okay, so we'll import the map, which should not take longer than, I don't know, a few moments, really. Alright, so now we're actually light baking. For once, we're light baking on stream, but we're light baking a very simple map right now, which means that if this light baking takes longer than like 2 or 3 minutes, I'm going to be shocked. Add a small can of Pepsi to the render so you can say it has baking soda. Oh my god. That is so unbelievably cheesy. Oh, dude, this is so quick. It's literally going to be done in like 1 minute. Perfect. Okay, this was a great idea. Never ever bake your whole map unless you absolutely have to. Just rip out a portion of it and bake that. Don't forget about the images you sent. Images you sent are... Oh, yeah, the images you sent in stream chat. My bad. I need to really stop saying I'm going to do something and just do it. It's something I learned to manage my ADHD. Ooh. These are clean. Well, let me show these. I don't know what you did to the materials on the assault rifle, but it looks so much shinier. This is Halo 4. Those look really nice and like metallic. Okay, I can't really showcase stuff while I'm light baking. Let me get back to this in a second when it's done light baking. don't know why it's so laggy. I guess streaming really just does tax the PC. It's almost done. On the final thing, so it'll only take like a minute or two. This is really nice. My guess is that the cave is just going to be really dark because, I mean, inevitably it is really dark. So I just need to figure out a good lighting solution, you know, and then I can just drag those onto the main map and then all will be well. All right, so let's open up the cave test and see how dark it really is. This is on low, so it'll be not as dark as the last time it was baked because it actually has some decent amount of bounce lighting instead of being like, I think it's 2 bounces on low if I'm not mistaken. Sell you my 4090 when the 5090 comes out? Okay, how much? Okay. Come on, load. Yes, dollars. Depends on the price of the 5090. Maybe some kind of skylight hole cave thing would make it pop more. Dude, why did I crash? What the fuck? Excuse me. Dude, I'm crashing on import? What is even in this map that could possibly cause me to crash? It's gotta be like vehicles or something being outside the map. Probably like a vehicle in the void that's crashing me. Rock. Dude, what the fuck? What? Why? Why am I crashing, man? Oh man, that's so stupid. Just re-import it with no lights. That doesn't even make sense. This is the simplest map of all time. How the fuck could I be crashing? Dude. There aren't even lights on the map anymore. What the fuck is causing me to crash? That doesn't make any sense. Is it these cursed lights that I don't even need anymore? Like, what? What? I don't even need portals on this map, so it couldn't be that. I mean, I guess I'll feel brave and put a singular portal, no, 2 portals even, on the map. I'm feeling real crazy today. Whoa, I'm so crazy. Alright, export again. Everything this time. So we're only going to import it. Did it import? Okay, there it goes. I will literally delete the other BSP. There we go. Surely it works this time. Surely. My brother in Christ. I'm making a new scenario. I don't have time for this. levels, multi, cave test new. Import that. So we don't have any shaders. It'll all be DaVinci Code beauty. Is there anything about this that could possibly be causing it to crash? Like, I can't imagine there's anything on this. This is just a section of huge grass with a little bit of skybox where the rest of the map used to be. It's all the exact same thing. Give me my DaVinci Code map with no shaders, please. Dude, it's crashing. It's literally the map. How is that possible? What is invalid? Is it the rocks? Is it... You know what? It might be the rocks. You know, I'll disable Waterworks. We won't import the actual Waterworks structure. Let's see if it's that. There's something else in the workspace? Unfortunately, I was very thorough. It was something on the Waterworks structure. What could it have possibly been? Where's my map? Ah. Okay, there. Did you do something odd? No, I have no idea what it was. But something on the Waterworks structure made it unhappy. Maybe these things all the way out of the map or something. I'm not really sure. Is it a material, perhaps? Or... I'll just try again. That face you inverted? No, I had that loaded in huge grass. That was fine. Oh, I have no idea what changed. But alright, it's better. I think it was those things outside the map completely somehow broke it. Alright, well let's add in... Let's re-import that now. And then I'll just copy a bunch of stuff from the other scenario. Actually, fuck it, dude. Let's just add the skybox and stuff, and then we'll bake lighting really quick. And then we can finally actually get to this. That took a little bit longer than I would have liked. DaVinci Code, it must be an Easter egg. I love that the DaVinci Code Easter egg, it was not an Easter egg. It actually wasn't, but it seemed like the perfect Easter egg. I think that's really funny. Alright, sky box. From campaign. I gotta do the custom skybox for the map soon. Alright, there we go. Nice, we have the level. Let's bake lighting. On low. Here we go. The big talk about it back in the day. I hate to spoil it for those that don't know, but the reason that the map looked like it was the DaVinci Code Easter egg from Halo 3 was because that's the default error texture in Halo 3. If you don't give something a texture or a material in Halo 3, it turns into the DaVinci Code. So those little Easter eggs that were up on the towers in Halo 3 were actually they were vehicles that a little tiny AI was sat in, and those were the things that would shoot you and cause little trip mines to come out of the ground. They would actually shoot an invisible laser at you that would cause a trip mine to appear. It was an AI targeting you each time, and the little Easter egg, the Da Vinci Code, was a little tiny sphere that had no texture. That was a placeholder they used for the vehicle that the AI was in. So if you ever wanted to know what that Easter egg was, that Easter egg was the trip mine AI that was spawning the trip mines on you, shooting invisible laser beams at you. And Bungie just never bothered to give it a model or texture, so the model was just a little low poly sphere with no materials, which is why it had the no material, aka Da Vinci Code texture. Which is kind of cool in a completely different way. Come on, just finish already. I just want to see what the dark map looks like so we can start adding lights. I desire to go back. If only. If only. Oh, here we go. Flight'll gather. So it's going to be really dark. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, how dark are we seeing here? Pretty dang dark. Like, you really can't see much at all here. Yeah, you get some light coming through here, but not a lot. There's no direct sunlight coming through. I gotta say, the fog, though, is very nice. Oh. Let me create a spawn point. It's pretty nice. Really dark, though, compared to the outside, which is super bright. I think it definitely needs some extra lights in here, because it's a lot. Is the fume working? It helps. Maybe maybe... Put the lights from the bridge on the ramps. Lights from the bridge. What lights from the bridge? Yeah, the CE swamp lights are what I'm thinking of. I was really hoping there would be some lights like that in Halo 3, but I went through the campaign a while back and I literally could not find anything like that. In the bridge BSP? Oh, you're talking about those big lights? I guess I could put them like on the ceiling or something. Is that Waterworks from Halo 2? Yeah, it's the structure from it. I'm adding it into huge grass right now, but I have it separated out at the moment. Halo 2 Great Journey Caves? Oh, that's a good idea. I mean, I theoretically could... No, these are really low poly. I'm not going to use those. They're not Foreigner cave missions in the Ark? Oh, you mean... Yeah, no, there are lights. I have them, actually. I guess I could use those, but they're not really that bright. The giant monitor that follows you in the map, cold storage. It would look cool there. It would look very cool, but I'm trying not to add too much to this. How about... Let's go back to huge grass for a second. Like proper huge grass. And I want to look at the actual caves with the bridges. Because those should still have their lights baked on them. And that might give me an idea, because you guys were right. The lights on there, I mean, I might as well just reuse them. But I want to get a feel for what they are, so that way I can reuse them properly. Well, any day now, we'll load in. Surely. Yeah, have a good one, Oyster. Come on. Any day now. PC is thinking? I mean, it is thinking. Alright, we're back. So, I don't think these work right, but I should still be able to go in. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, this light, I have to admit, is very nice. I could put these, like, on the ceiling or something like that. But also... No, that's just built into a structure. These lights are pretty good. I will say, these lights are pretty dang good. I could just litter these around the inside of the structure, and they light up quite a bit. Corner interior is more or less what I do with my... Ah, yeah. No, I love this. This interior looks really nice. I'm a huge fan of how it's come about. I think these would be good, though. These would be very, very good to just, like, throw in there. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna give it a try. Alright, let's append them into the map here. I don't know what they're called, though. Let me open up Huge Grass real quick. Oh, wait, it's not on Huge Grass. It's on... Huge Grass, Cave Red, or Cave Blue? We just do Light Test. I know it's on there. Light Test. They're called Waste Light Interior Basics. Oh my goodness. Append from Cave Red. Excuse me, I was just there and it was called Cave Light Interior Basic. Waste Interior Light Base. Oh, that's the material. It's disc rib. Oops. I got the Halo Wars 2 Wolverine and it's good enough to just retopologize and bake, and I'm already working on it. It feels great. Oh, hell yeah. Wait, what? You're already at retop... What? The fuck? If it's good. Wait, did you send a picture of it? Dude, what? You already did that fast? Are you... What? Holy shit. Oh, I see. Hey Weasel, what are you doing down there? Now, where's my new disc? Alright, there it is. I could make this bigger too. They're kind of small. Maybe I'll make some big ones and just kind of stick it into the ground over here or something. Where is it? Origin to geometry. Halo Wars 2 content? I know. Dude, Skaboodley's back! Let's go! The prodigal child returns. I'm gonna make this 4 times bigger. This is gonna be a big... This is a big bitch. Is the Halo 2 Falcon in this mod? No, this is Halo 3. I've got the Halo Reach Falcon in this mod. Alright, let's see how this looks. I'm excited, actually. These lights should be pretty bright. We'll see, though. Okay, so this was Cave Test New, Halo 3, with everything rendering. We'll put this in here, and let's do import and light on low. Oh, Skaboodly, you talking about porting everything to 3? I gotta be honest, I would so much rather have the Falcata in place of the little wombat drone on my map that it is very, very tempting to swap them out. They don't play the same is the only real issue, but still. The wombat, or not the wombat, the Falcata is so good. Why replace when you can have both? That's true. I gotta go in and do all the destruction and make it actually look like as good as Skaboodly deserves to have that done in Halo 3. I mean, it works really well right now, besides the fact that, you know, it just doesn't have any damage states. Which honestly isn't that bad. Where's the Falcata? I haven't flown the Falcata in a while. So bright without baked lighting. Ugh. Ah, my light baking is happening. It's baking lighting. No, no, I can't see. Ugh. This thing is so sick. Wombat needs cockpit animations? Yeah, or I swap it out for the Falcata. Though the Falcata is a lot bigger, which is interesting. Hey, Weasel. You're sleeping in a pair of human pants. That's really cute. Alright, the light mapping is complete in 3, 2, 1.5, 1.2, and it's done. Okay, let's go back. Put the wombat in the cave. Oh, wait. Let's see. Did this help? Okay, the light power on this is not nearly high enough to have made a big difference, but it is trying. And that counts for something. I think if I increase the lighting power, and maybe add 2 in the back, it'll make a difference. I almost don't know if it's necessary to really have them in the front, really. Okay, I can put these all the way over here. Like so. Pull it forward. Another one over here. Problem is, they're all using this material here, which is a light. Which is waste light, interior light basic. I'm going to make a new version of this here on the map. And it's going to be waste, interior light basic power? Strong? Yeah, I'm going to call it strong. All of these should now use that. And then the difference that this is going to have is that the lighting power, the distance is going to go up to 2,000. No, 4,000. And the fall off distance is going to be 2,000. And the intensity is going to go up to 16. Yeah, we'll do that. That should cast out a crazy bright light. Let's try that again. Oh. Okay, well, we lost the lighting, unfortunately, but it's coming back. God, it's so crazy how different it looks when it's lit up. Now, here goes nothing. Actually, while that light bakes, and we get to see, hopefully, a proper version of this, I will be right back. Weasel. Alright. I'm back, yeah. What step are we on? We are on... We're about halfway through light baking. Okay, cool. Ooh. Scootly, what is this? What did you send me just now? This is a dope... Is this an old concept for the Falcon? It kind of looks like it. I can't show it yet because I have so many light baking things popping up on screen, but it looks dope. As if we needed another new aircraft. That's in a pic of a mini dropship I really want to make at some point. Yeah, it looks cool. It's like an in-between of a Pelican and a Falcon. It reminds me of a clone trooper ship. The ones from Star Wars Episode 2. It's really cool. It's got to be directly inspired by that. Like, that is literally a Halo version of the clone trooper dropship. Like, straight up. That's exactly what it is. The LAAT. I don't know what it's called. I'm not a Star Wars lore guy. I played the games, I watched the movies, that's it. But it's the one that's got like the side doors that open up. And like the wings going downwards. Okay, let's see. Did the lights help? Dude, that didn't do anything. I mean, it helped a little. It's clearly there's more light going up onto the ceiling, but it didn't make much of a difference. Well, okay, it definitely made a difference, but I think the power at 16 is just still really low. Alright. I've learned my lesson. 16 was not powerful enough. I'm upgrading it to 128 power. Let's do it again. I need some change here. All those numbers I adjusted didn't do anything by doubling it. We are now... I don't know, how many times is that? A lot of times. I don't know. 16 squared is... Alexa, what is 16 squared? 256. So it's not squared exactly, but it's close. That's going to be a problem. I think I've definitely overkilled this light. It's going to be extremely bright, but I want to overcompensate so that way I can pull it back a little. I'm going to talk to the 343 lore guys for a new name for the mini dropship, but at the moment the name Warbler. I get it because a warbler is a bird, but I have to be honest, I am not a fan of the name Warbler. What is happening to my computer right now? What's going on? Cancel. I don't know what's going on, but this is not right. It is broke. Like, what do you... There's an invisible window. Let's try that again. What in the world? Okay, a Soyuz broke. I don't know how, but it broke. Try that again. On low. I might actually make this a separate BSP now that everything's kind of looking decent. Oh. Alright, we go again. But yeah, now that everything's kind of... Hey, Joe, thanks for the $2 tip, man. I appreciate it. It's been a slow stream for tips, but I'm glad to hear it. What an interesting thing that you tipped. Trying to get me copyright struck? I wish I could play that. I would play that every stream if I actually could. I absolutely would. Is there a reason it's like struggling to do anything and it's also opening it now in a CMD window instead of... But it's like an old window? What's going on? Okay, it has imported. Now please go ahead and run the light mapper. It's like slow as hell all of a sudden. Hey, Skaboodly with a $5, man. You ain't got to do that, but I appreciate it. Thank you. I have a 5. Also, bro, Rita apologizing this model is healing my soul in real time. Dude, I'm so happy to hear that. Genuinely. I cannot wait to see what you make. When you said you were doing the skadoosh too, or the gadoosh, I was like, well, this is interesting. I don't know if you're ever going to do the gadoosh anytime soon, because I was planning on including it in Huge Grass, so I'll probably end up doing my own version of the gadoosh as well, but I'm very excited. Just got back from work, my man's still cooking. I am still cooking. I'm going crazy. I'm literally going to go all night. Why is this Soyuz like broken all of a sudden? It's What is it doing? We've had no issues the entire time. And now it's just slowing down and opening in a different command prompt window. You are being hacked. Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart my computer after stream. This stuff is not right. Like, what is it? Nothing's happening right now. Visually, nothing is happening all of a sudden. Dude, we were running these light maps so quickly a minute ago. They were going in like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Now it's just not doing anything. What? Is it doing it one instance at a time? What? What is happening? I'm confused and concerned. This does not make any sense. The PC, it's thinking again, RJ. It is loading them one at a time. I'm going to slow it down and give it 14 instances and see how it handles that. Because right now it's at 1 instance. Do an all-night stream. You won't. I might. I'm going to be working all night anyway. No, I'll probably end in like an hour or something. Too much power in the lights? Maybe, to be honest. Maybe that's what's going on. You know what? That actually is not even an unrealistic thing. I'm gonna take that light power and bring it down. Let's do like 32, double what we had before. That actually could be a real thing that's happening right now. I don't think that's what's happening, but it could be. On the off chance that it is, I'd rather get it fixed. I don't understand. I genuinely don't know. I think a Soyuz is like busted. I don't know.
What do you not understand?
Ah! Human.
What do you not understand?
This, a Soyuz. Can you fix a Soyuz, please?
A Soyuz? A soy sauce?
Yeah. You know a Soyuz?
I don't know.
You literally fixed the soy sauce.
Have you tried turning it off and back on?
I would have to do my whole computer, which I'm actually debating because I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too.
That's a great story. What do you want me to do about it? Huh?
I want food. Fuck. This is like one of those dreams where like you wake up and you're naked.
Why are you naked on my stream, okay?
This is more less revealing than a bikini. What do you mean?
Yeah, but bikinis, you wear them at the beach.
Look at his body language. He's clearly frightened of her. Yeah, I'm abusive, chat.
This is my abusive roommate. She abuses me all the time.
This is an inside joke, by the way. I don't actually...
I'm being dead serious. There's no irony.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
It's a joke! I don't mean that!
I'm just kidding. Joking about domestic violence is very bad, and go call helpline if you're being abused.
What she said.
Yeah. Sorry, I apologize.
Okay, this isn't working. I can no longer light bake on stream. Do you know what that means, guys? It means I'm hungry and I'm gonna light bake off stream. You should
bake on stream.
Should get baked on stream.
High stream. I think it's good.
The vape goblin? I stopped. Yeah, Skaboodly, I don't vape anymore. I just have my little fume now.
No. And also, I am wearing clothes. I'm wearing pants. I'm wearing shorts.
Okay, I have to like restart my whole computer if I want this to work, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Anyways, chat. He's blocking me. I'm trying to give him more views.
I'm gonna end the stream, you guys. Actually ending the stream. I'm literally can't work on this anymore, which is the only thing I need to be working on right now.
Yeah, let me sit in the chair. That's right.
Here, you know what? I'll let her end the stream.
Okay. Hey, chat. Thank you so much for watching today's stream.
Thank you for the tip.
Oh, thank you for the tip, Knight. Thank you. Thank you so much. Make sure you smash that like button. I want to see some like count go up because currently he's only at 65 likes. That is insane. So make sure you smash that like button, hit that bell notification. Make sure you support him as a streamer. It's how he makes all of his income, so you really need to support him. He's scraping by, right?
Oh yeah, I'm really sad and poor. Please help a
I'll go to
homie out.
Nova stopped streaming already. I'm done. I ended for the night. Yeah. I did coochie cam. No, I didn't.
Wait, what? No, I think you did though.
I did camel cam. That's what I did the whole night. I had my legs spread in tight shorts.
That's crazy.
I'm innovating.
At 2 night, thanks for the 2 though.
He's leaking his finances.
He said he'll send more if you leave.
Well, okay, how about you send it and then I'll leave.
Alright, well on the off chance that I'm somehow breaking YouTube TOS, I'm gonna end the stream, guys. Thank you
He's
for watching.
not.
I'm
He's
streaming
not.
tomorrow. You know where to find me. I'll have updates in Discord, so join Discord if you wanna see some of what I'm working on tonight. I'll see you. I haven't do it. Okay, you're trying to do full webcam, right?
No ending.
Okay, yeah. I'm out. Have a wonderful rest of your night, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye, guys. We love Halo. Halo is my favorite game.
You know John Halo?
No, John Halo.
At 2 night, thank you for the 3.
Okay, I'm leaving. Bye.
She's gone. She's gone, but I am too. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.